Welcome to episode 6 of the SITREP Happy Hour, where we talk video games, movies, music, and other random happenings in our heads for about an hour, or as long as Luke doesn't tell me off. Is that about right? I mean, Luke, you're here today.
I am. I'm been here every week because I'm a good boy.
I mean, that is true. Yeah, we all have. That other voice happens to be Robert of Loxley.
You're doing a great job, by the way, Mike, introducing us right now.
Oh, it's just a bit more chilled out this week, I thought. And recording down a well live this week is Bradley.
Hello.
How you boys been? You been okay?
Super. You?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. Rob, have you gathered yourself together now?
Yeah.
Pre-recording was fun this week.
Not so much for me.
No, you've had about, 5 to 10 minutes, but it was more like half an hour's worth of setting up your microphone. Thanks to Discord.
Thank you, Discord.
Bloody Windows updates. Anyway, before we get started, what are we drinking this week, boys? Luke?
I'm drinking a nice cold pint of Amstel.
I had the fact you had to think about that as well.
I've got that many beers in the house at the moment. I forgot which one I was drinking. All right, leave me alone. I don't have an alcohol problem. I could stop whenever I want.
And he's off his tits on Capri Sun. Rob, what are you drinking this week?
Castillero del Diablo.
I look forward to Rob's wine pronunciation.
It's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
If you wait till the end of the show, there's normally an accent to go with it as well. Brad, what are you drinking this week?
I'm drinking Sol, which I believe Luke thinks is piss lager, so there we go.
Spanish lager.
What did you say in our chat last week, this week, whenever it was, Luke? Today I learned...
I can't remember.
Today I learned...
If I didn't say it 5 minutes ago, mate, I can't remember what it was.
Today I learned... What was it?
Brad drinks piss water or
putting
something.
Shit beer in the fridge and building an empty desk is like the best thing to do or something.
I need to find it now.
Sounds nice on tap when you're in Spain.
Yeah, but he's not in Spain and it's not on tap. It's in a clear bottle.
Yeah, you could say the same about San Miguel, though. San Miguel is really fucking good when
San
you're
Miguel's
out there.
so good in Spain.
Back home?
Right.
Nah.
Still not in Spain, guys.
I'd still drink
believe.
San Miguel out of a can.
I'm kind of feeling like a Spain trip, boys. I mean, not now, obviously.
Yeah, can we record this first?
Let's fucking go.
Let's go. You get like 3 days, 4 days away, come back, 2 weeks off.
2
right?
weeks off.
And this week I am drinking a Thatcher's Haze. Yes, it's me. I'll introduce myself. I'm Mike. As always.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm me.
Where did you come from?
I don't know.
I will find you.
Rob. Luke, did you find your answer?
Yes.
You delayed on my end or something.
It seems quite out of context now, though, but okay.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not. It wasn't as funny as I thought it was.
I'm confused.
You're always confused. Anyway, what have we been up to this week? I'm going to go first to Bradley. You've become a man.
Yeah?
You finally moved out.
Made some carpet.
I bought a house. Like a big...
Oh,
well,
that thing. Right, okay.
I didn't buy a house. I finally moved into a house after about 8 months.
Because you've been living in a cardboard box.
Yeah. No, we decided not to move in because we had lockdown and we didn't have broadband or any furniture or anything like that. So we decided to wait till we could do that. And now I'm in.
When did you buy the house? Was it November?
December.
November last year? December,
yeah.
Wow. I think you should have rounded it off to a year.
No, 8 months is long enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Rob's counting the days at the minute. Or is it months? What are you doing? Are you counting the days and the months?
What are you on about?
You got twins on the
I
way.
haven't bought a house.
You got twins on the way in how many months? 6?
Yeah, about
The answer to are you counting the days or the months is no.
Luke, how was your week?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Busy?
not been as hot as hell, so I've actually got some sleep this week.
Yeah, it's not been hot as ass this week. Oh, it's been pretty good.
I've actually had some rain.
Yeah.
Everywhere's nice and cool.
It's windy as hell where I am. I
Yeah.
don't know if what it's like by you guys.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it
it's
is.
windy as hell. But relatively, what have we been up to this week? I think you guys been playing Tarkov still? I feel like that's a question that I don't need to ask, but there we go.
Does bear shit in the woods.
Probably.
Just rob shit in the woods.
Watched a few
Sometimes
movies this week as well.
Brad, what have you been up to this week? Apart from moving.
Well, apart from moving all my stuff into the house, I played Ghost of Tsushima a bit more. Like a little bit, not tons. But I don't know if we're going to talk about it anyway, but I watched Project Power.
Did you?
I did. I think you've all
So
watched it, haven't
have
you?
we all seen that now?
It's
I think
crap.
so.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about it? Since
Yeah, we can talk
as well,
about it.
haven't
Wait,
We've all seen it.
wait. Luke, do your question.
Oh, right.
Good-
Yeah. Okay.
Good point.
Well done, Rob.
Well done, Rob. Right. The quiz question this week is: there have only ever been 6 horror movies that have been up for Best Picture at the Oscars. Can anybody tell me the only one to ever win?
I think I know, so I won't say.
Okay.
Do you think I know it, Brad?
Yeah, well, I would think you guys would. Is it quite well known?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah. Rob, any ideas before we go? Any?
No, I don't want to guess.
Do you want to get us out of the way? Because me and Luke were like, oh yeah, horror films, all good, right? Rob, you don't like horror films because
We have talked about this before. Just saying.
I know. Just to very quickly reiterate, whilst Luke goes off and does whatever the fuck he does this afternoon.
I don't like horror films. Okay?
They're predictable.
Not because they scare the shit out of me. That is a byproduct.
Nice.
But because they are predictable and they tend to give away what's going to happen within the first 10 minutes of all the films. And I know Mike's going to say, well, just watch the unpredictable ones then. How do I know which are unpredictable?
I mean,
Without watching
you've got-
them, you know?
Just
You've
watch
got a
10
fair
minutes
point.
of the film and then turn off.
Yeah.
If you know what's going
That's
to
a
happen.
waste of my time.
A waste
I'll
of
just
my
not watch any of them and be a much happier person.
You're the same though, aren't you, Brad?
Yeah, I'm not like a massive fan of them.
I honest to God thought you were scared of horror films.
Yeah, like I can't say I overly enjoy being scared shitless for a whole film, but yeah, I'd watch. I think I'd probably give like Haunting on House or House on what's it called? The
House on
series.
Haunted Hill.
Yeah, I'll probably give something like that a go.
You should watch that. That's great.
Yeah. So
And the sequel series is coming this year as well. So yeah, definitely check
Is
out.
it, or is it going to be pushed back to next year because of COVID?
No, Mike Flanagan, the director, pretty much. I think it came out the last month or so ago, basically saying, yeah, it's definitely still coming out. I think we talked about
sweet.
it briefly on the podcast, but yeah, it's still on the way.
Cool.
But yeah, I love horror films. I know Luke likes horror films as well, don't you?
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
if you love them, like them.
There are a lot of trash horror films out there.
There are a
though.
lot of trash
agreed.
horror films, but you could take the word horror out of that and just keep that sentence. To be
No,
fair.
I feel like a lot of low budget films are horror films because they're easy to make and they just
it's
there's
easy to put in cheap shock value and stuff like that.
Yes.
And to just make a low budget horror film.
Yeah, I completely agree. I know where you're coming from, but I think it's the ones that stand out in those in that kind of
Yeah,
genre.
I'm sure it's like
really
Luke said,
make
like you could say that about any genre, but I'm sure there are horror films that are very good. And
I'm trying to think
you
of
don't
like
know what's
a
happening.
horror film. Trying to think of a horror film that like completely stands out that everybody would know, but I can't. I mean, the first one I can kind of think of is Paranormal Activity, but the problem with Paranormal Activity. I feel like the first one was really good, and then after that they kind of like
Milk it.
downhill. Yeah, they really milk it. So you already kind of know what's happening, but
That's another thing with horror films. There tends to be like 6 of them.
And they get worse.
Yeah.
That is a problem with the horror movie genre. I'll give you that one.
Oh, this one made money. Okay, let's do it again.
They made like
And again.
18 Saw movies by now.
And again.
I'm looking forward
by
to
the
the
way,
new
I
one,
do
though.
I do like the Saw movies. That's not a criticism of their movies,
think I've
but there
watched
are a
1 and 2.
lot of them.
I've seen 3, and that's it. And the second one I went to the cinema hungover to go see.
Oh,
Seen them.
no, that's a bad
Oh,
one.
It was
dear.
the worst experience ever.
Fuck that.
Yeah, not good. I'm trying to think, like Blair Witch. I remember Blair Witch coming out, and that was a huge deal. It was a
See, that's literally look in Webster's dictionary for low budget horror movies, and it's Blair Witch. Just
It
a
was
guy
the- it
walking
was
around
the
with
first-
a video camera, wasn't it? In the dark.
It was
It's really scary. I heard a deer
first
over
of
there.
its kind, wasn't it? So that's why it was like,
Yeah.
oh, look, yay.
I didn't actually enjoy Blair Witch. Not gonna lie, I thought that was quite a shit horror movie.
I haven't watched it because why would I?
badass. Look, guys, badass over here.
Anyway,
Who-
before we
who's
started talking
a
about horror
badass?
movies, because of my quiz question, we were going to talk about Project Power.
Yeah, go on.
I don't want to talk about it because I thought it was shit.
Also,
Okay.
I'll be honest.
I had the expectations of seeing lots of cool powers,
Yeah,
and you
me
see
too.
about 3 of them.
Yeah. Also, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And anytime a bad guy needed a power, apart from maybe once, it killed him. Every time a good guy needed a power, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
Like, what the fuck?
Just feel sorry for that kid that just takes a pill and then he explodes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. That was great, though.
Spoilers for that.
I did just okay. So, because we have a really bad habit of doing this, Luke, do you want to explain what Project Power is?
Project Power is a movie about a new drug that comes out that unlocks your inner superhero power, quote unquote superhero power, because not really superhero powers. A couple of them are. A lot of them just get you killed. Because I think within your coded DNA, you've all got a superpower, haven't you, in that universe or something like that. But
Yeah.
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 And then the movie just goes down a really bad track towards a really, really rubbish ending.
Oh, the ending was bad.
Thank you.
I'll agree with that. But I don't know whether that's due to because it was 85 million budget, so they can't really use that excuse.
Is that how much it was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That makes the movie even worse then. I thought I was about to think what you were about to say, I think, Brad, and that they had to scrimp on the ending because they
Yeah.
used all the money on special effects and stuff.
That's what I thought. And I without spoiling it, there's the big fight scene in the
Yeah.
club where you see it from the girl in the tank's point of view. And I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
they did that because they had a low budget. But I quite like that scene. I thought it was quite
No, that was a good scene.
cool. Yeah,
to, be,
it was.
to be fair, without me just being me and going, yeah, the movie was shit because I didn't like it, the first hour of the movie was really quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
The ending, once you've seen the ending, it takes away from all the stuff you enjoyed because the ending was so bad that it was just like, I might as well have not enjoyed the first hour because the last half an hour or so completely undid all the good work and has left such a horrible taste in my mouth that I'm just going to review this movie by saying it was shit.
I will still sit here and I will say I enjoyed it more than The Old Guard. And maybe that had a bigger budget, but I understand that it wasn't amazing. But to me, like, I don't know, with The Old Guard, it's like something we've seen before. It's Highlander or it's Underworld. It's that sort of, do you know what I mean? We've seen that before.
Can I ask you a question?
I mean, you can.
Why
You can answer it.
is your argument about how much you enjoyed Project Power instantly about how little you enjoyed The Old Guard? Like, they're not even remotely the same movie.
No, they're not.
Literally,
but
the
I feel-
only thing they've got in common was that they were on Netflix and that they're movies. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, not that
Comparison
they've
done.
got anything in common at all, but yeah.
Right. Okay. It's like saying you didn't enjoy an apple, but you had a really nice drive in the car earlier.
No, I just think it's
The only thing they've got in common that they were both on planet Earth. You know, it's,
No, I just think it's the basis. Like, we're watching a platform and we're watching these films come out, which obviously the platform is, I don't know if they're producing or buying, you know, because it says like made for Netflix. But let's be honest, if a film fails to get bought by another distributor, it gets picked up by Netflix or Amazon or Apple, and this is content that they're creating, and it's okay. You know, they need to kind of step it up a bit. You know what I mean? Extraction was an okay film. It was a really good film. So we'd agree. I didn't enjoy Extraction. I didn't think it was that great, but
you have a weird view on films.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think you can call Extraction brilliant, but it's literally, I want to do something for 2 hours that requires me to not move and not put any effort in and take my brain out, and Extraction is perfect for that because it's just a well-built guy kicking the shit out of people and doing a really funny scene where he slaps a kid across a car.
It's hilarious.
Great.
And
yeah,
taking lots of bullets. And it's well made, and you know, it is what it is. It's a 2020 version of any Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone movie from back in the day.
It's got that classic 80s comedy factor.
100%.
Really action film.
Whereas that's not what Project Power and Old Guard were trying to be. But again, I don't really know why we're comparing the three.
I think we're kind of
spoiling. Why don't we compare it to Uncut Gems as well? Because that's on Netflix.
I haven't seen that yet.
Have you seen that yet, Rob?
Yeah.
Oh, you've actually sat down, because did we discuss this on the last episode or not? I think it's a really good film, but this is a bit where you go, you're fucking wrong.
Everyone says it's a really good film. I don't understand. I think that it's got a very shocky ending, and I think that's what is skewing people's view, because the rest of the film is not entertaining in the slightest.
It's not.
Adam Sandler does a very good job. He's very good acting in it.
It's not supposed to be entertaining.
Really?
But it's a film.
Yeah.
Did you just say that a movie's not supposed to be entertaining?
No, I don't mean like that. But it's not meant to be like action. Like, I don't know. You watch Joker. Not that everyone has, but you're watching the downward spiral of a man going through shit and into madness, right? That's not exactly entertaining to watch. Do you know what I mean?
No, but if it's done right, then yes, it is.
Yes, it's entertaining.
Are you not entertained?
Like it's not enjoyable. And then the whole time I'm watching Uncut Gems, he keeps making these dumb fucking mistakes, doesn't he, Rob? He keeps making like these stupid choices. Oh, I'm going to take this, and you're just like, what is he doing? Isn't he?
Yeah. Which stops. Yeah, that stopped it from being enjoyable for me. It's just frustrating.
Anyway, let's get back on track. So, Brad thought Project Power was okay. Films. Me and Rob didn't really enjoy it. Why did you enjoy it so much then, Mike? Come on, sell it to other people, because so far, you know, we are a podcast that's telling people about movies and TV shows and all that other shit. So far, we're not.
No, I'm not going to sell it, but I felt like I went into this probably the same as Suicide Squad. Brad, you probably had the same opinion. The film was Project Power got reviewed as it's okay. Yeah, let's be honest.
Yep.
Right.
Got like average, like mixed reviews when it dropped.
Oh,
I put it on. I enjoyed it. That was it. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was, I didn't think it was a bad film.
It was meh.
It was an okay film.
It was meh.
It was just a film. As Rob would say.
Yeah. Okay. So is the problem then that you, because you keep comparing it to the Old Guard, is the problem then that you didn't really enjoy Project Power that much, but you just really didn't enjoy the Old Guard?
I think it's kind of like how I went into Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad came out, had bad reviews, like absolutely got slated, bad reviews, right?
Mike, do you want to talk about Suicide Squad?
It's okay. Right, I know we're not talking about that, but that's how I kind of did, like, went in with Project Power, and then the Old Guard. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's great," blah blah blah, and then I was like, "I don't understand. We've seen this before. There's nothing new. There's nothing new in the story. You've seen it in other films. Like, it's effectively Highlander, except they don't cut people's heads off.
And
at least not from
more than one of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Question. Do you ever watch movies without reading reviews first?
I don't read reviews. I told you this on the last episode. I don't read the review. I look at the score and I look at the title. That's about it.
Let me rephrase my question then. Do you ever watch a movie without looking at, reading, or seeing the score of a review first?
Yes, I did that with the film this week. If you want a segue.
So, once.
But he's basically asking, do you have...
No, I do it
do
all the time.
you make your own opinion before seeing anyone else's?
That's
No.
basically what I'm getting at, yeah.
No,
No, you
was-
don't.
No, I don't make it. I don't make an opinion going into it. I'm not other people that I know that I cannot name on this podcast, but there we go. That have opinions based on other people's opinions. But like,
Whoa. You
Who are
can't.
you talking about?
Yeah, who are you talking about? You can't say that.
I can't tell you. But, I don't know.
That was either me or you, Rob.
I've seen. No, it's not. It's neither of you guys.
So it's Brad, right? Okay.
me and Brad watched Mad Max. You don't like Mad Max Fury Road.
No,
Charlize Theron's fucking great in that. The story for it is it's a decent film. It's an action film. It's entertaining. I don't know. Maybe I just expected more from the old guard, and it just didn't have it. And I'm going to be honest, the fight scenes aren't great. But this isn't a review of that. It's Project Power.
controversial.
The About a Boy Kid is really good in Fury Road as well.
See, I just didn't. I don't read reviews. Like literally, the only movie that I can remember reading reviews for is the new Shia LaBeouf movie. That the name has gone completely out of my head at the moment.
Well, the one where he has
Tax
a
Collector.
Tax Collector. Thank you.
And that, no one here has seen it.
That won't influence my opinion of it because it. From what I've seen on the trailer, it ticks all the boxes for a movie that I would enjoy. It's like a.
But that's the thing already. You know that everyone's out of that film as being terrible. So if you're going to enjoy it,
not everyone. I've only read one review.
Well, okay.
So there might be another
basically,
10 reviews that say it's amazing.
Brad, how many reviews are there of the Tax Collector slating it at the minute?
Quite a few,
Okay, that's
I
fine.
think. But
It's fine.
I can guarantee you I like more movies that people that make these sorts of reviews don't than vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Opinion.
Anyway, moving on. Rob, you watched a film this week called Palm Springs. Did you watch it? I'm pretty sure you watched Palm
Just
Springs.
remind me what's it about.
Andy Samberg.
Oh, yes. That's a really good film.
Can you explain what the film is without spoiling it?
Basically, modern day. Well, how can I? Modern day. Fuck.
Without spoiling it. Like, you can't say the thing in it.
Why not?
Because that kind of ruins it.
No, it doesn't. It's in the fucking trailer.
I haven't seen the trailer.
If it's in the trailer, you can definitely
fair
say
play.
it.
If it's in the trailer, yeah.
It's modern day, like Groundhog Day.
Right. Okay.
/ Happy Death Day 2 or Happy Death Day.
Did you enjoy it more or less than The Old God?
Better.
Is that the baseline now? Is that
That's
going to
apparently
be like
the yardstick? Yeah.
that's
apparently.
our baseline? Probably
It was
more.
it was
actually.
better than it was better than Project Power.
Oh, 100%. Every movie
Yeah.
I've watched since that has been better.
And there was like 5 people in that film. So
It's got what's his face? Joe Jameson from
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. That's the guy. He's really good in it. Andy Samberg's really good in it, and the girl, I don't know her name, who she is, but she's really cute and she's really good in it as well.
yeah. Basically, the idea of the film is woman goes to a wedding, she meets a guy, something happens, and then they wake up, they restart the day again, and they can't. They're trying to basically get out of the ground. It'd be like Bill Murray physically trying to get out of Groundhog Day. So yeah, it's really good. And I swear, J.K. Simmons, when he turns up, is like the hunter from Jumanji, isn't he?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, yeah.
It's fucking brilliant. I was like watching. I was like, no fucking way.
He's the British mustache guy from the original Jumanji.
Original Jumanji.
I think-
Yeah.
I think I only realised last year that the hunter is
His dad.
His
Alan's
dad.
dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think finally,
I also watched The American Pickle as well. That's a really good film.
is it good? Is it?
Yeah. It's like, you take it with a pinch of salt because it's Seth Rogen playing two characters. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Have you watched any
Yeah,
movies
what-
this week, Brad? Or have you too busy?
Only
building desks
Project
and-
Power, I think.
Right, okay. I got chance to watch Greyhound.
Oh yes.
In between, it wasn't this week. It was in between episode 5 and 6, so it must have been last week. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. But I mean, as war movies go, there's no like backing story. You know, like Pearl Harbor is intertwined with that terrible love story, and
Titanic sinking is intertwined with that terrible love story. No, I'm not.
Groundhog is literally, you see Tom Hanks get onto a boat, and then that boat destroys a lot of German U-boats, and then you never see him get off that boat. But it's not a spoiler, he doesn't die, but the whole movie is literally just war. There's no other story that tries to break its way into the movie at all. It's just, this is a battleship commander, he's doing his job, we're going to show you him doing his job, and then we're going to cut to credits.
Okay, question. Is it better than Midway?
Yes.
Okay.
Is
See-
it better than Dunkirk?
Yes.
What's that?
Ooh.
Have you seen, is it 1917? Is it
I
that
haven't
one?
seen that yet.
Okay.
That is
Is it better
my...
than 1917?
Literally just said I've not seen it.
I know, it's still went to ask the
So-
question anyway. I did watch a horror film this week called The Relic, which
Oh, Cheryl,
was actually-
my wife watched that.
what did she think of
She
it?
thought it was crap.
Really?
No. She didn't watch that. She watched something else. Sorry.
All right, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch that at all.
No, she watched
No.
fuck. The Rental. Sorry, that's it. Just sounded the same in my head.
No, I basically I watched. It's an Australian horror film. It came out this year. It came out this year, or it's coming out this year. I can't remember which. And basically, it's about a daughter and mother. They go to their grandma's house, and she's gone missing. She's been gone for like 2 days, 2-3 days.
Instead, there's a
So
wolf.
huh?
Sorry.
So they go to her house, and it's like the sketchiest house ever. I'm kind of understand where you guys come from, where you'd be like, "What are you doing?" Like I spent the whole of this film going,
Don't go in the house.
"No, just what are you doing?" But like I enjoy kind of doing that at the same time. I enjoy like
Being anxious for an hour and a
I
half.
guess
Yeah.
I don't know. I just it was really good, and basically the mother starts doing creepy shit. Like she starts like stabbing herself like here, and then she's doing like she talks, and then the next minute she'll say something, and then she'll like completely forget what she said because she's got dementia. So you spend the whole of the film trying to figure out, it's a horror film. Is it this, or is it the dementia? And it's a whole horror film about dealing with dementia, and there's like a whole creepy ass bit at the end, which like I was watching the film, I was like, okay, I'm on board. Don't ruin it. Got to the end, I was like, please don't ruin the ending. And for me, it didn't ruin the ending because like most horror films, Luke, they kill the thing and they get away and all the rest of it, or there'll be something scary in the house and you'll see the face, and then once you've seen it, that's it. It's over.
Yep.
It's not scary at that point. You've seen it. The horror element's kind of gone.
No,
The
because a lot of
suspense.
horror movies build up to that point where you see the bad thing, don't they? And then the rest of the movie is literally how they escape the bad thing. And
Yeah.
that's the tension in a horror movie, isn't it? So I like
The
that.
the ending, they kind of like set it up to be like, oh, and they escape from the house and they get away, and then they have like this thought and something happens. I don't want to ruin it in case anyone watches it, but and then it kind of turns into like a little bit of a body horror bit, but it makes kind of sense because of what the plot kind of sets up. Yeah. It's really, really good.
Have you seen The Invisible Man yet, Mike?
Yes.
No, you haven't, because he's invisible.
You fucking. Yeah, it's a really good film. It's really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's
I was really, really enjoying it until it turned out it was just a guy that faked his own death with a special suit on. And then I just went back to enjoying it.
Dude.
I thought if it was a really good twist on a ghost movie, then this was quite cleverly done. And yeah,
it was better than the
spoilers,
Kevin
by the way.
Bacon
I
one.
was going to say, is this on par or better than the Kevin Bacon version?
It was better.
Definitely better.
Because that was like a science experiment, right? I think I watched that one.
What's the I watched another Kevin Bacon movie this week as well. It's got
Footloose?
Pardon?
Footloose?
Footloose.
No, a Kevin Bacon quote unquote horror movie that came out this year
Footloose?
or last year.
A collection of EE adverts.
Oh my god, I hate you both. Like
Quick.
so
We
much.
need to move on.
I thought Footloose was a horror movie.
Maybe for the sheriff in town.
What scary dancing, dude.
Well, speaking of sheriffs, I don't know if you guys heard. Apparently, Blazing Saddles is getting kind of a animated remake with cats and dogs as ninjas. Just look at
Everything about that sounds
How is
horrible.
that going to be racist?
That was a good segue, though. I liked the segue.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely insane. It's meant to be like in an ode, and it's basically called, what was it?
Just don't do it. It's a good film already. Just don't do it.
No, I agree. I know. It's like Ninja Samurai Saddles or some shit. Blazing
It's like a
Samurais.
dog that goes into a town trying to be a sheriff in a town full of cats.
Yeah, Blazing Samurai with a budget of 46 million, and but I gotta be honest, Mel Brooks is on board, so we'll see. I'm not 100% yet. Luke, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. It was a movie called You Should Have Left, which also stars the very talented and very beautiful Amanda Seyfried. But it's a shit movie.
Is it?
It's terrible. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the first
Better or worse than the old guard.
worse.
No,
Much
can we
worse.
Can we stick to the Transformers 7 scale, please? Is it?
Transformers
Mike, you've
7?
ruined it. It's
Which
either
one is it? Is
Old
it 1 or is it 7? What?
So the Old Guard, better or worse? That's it now.
Yeah. You changed the thing.
Okay.
The scale.
And I've not even seen it, so I don't know how I'm going to do
So,
this.
so if
That's your homework for next 2 weeks.
I'm
then,
gonna
Brett.
say
Have to watch the
Transformers
Old Guard.
1. Transformers 1 is 0 on the scale. Old Guard, and then -7 would be Transformers 7, 6, which are how many fucking Transformers films are. Anyway, moving on. Have any of you guys had a chance to jump back on Fall Guys this week? All over the last 2 weeks. I think we had a couple of games last week.
Oh, yeah, last week we did, didn't we?
We were supposed to play last night, but you both flaked.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Me and Luke were ready to go.
Yeah. We waited till 11:30 for you, Mike. I even sent you a message to ask you what time you were getting on. You just ignored me.
I fell asleep. I legitimately fell asleep. I went to the beach after work.
It's just rude.
And
That's
was
all that is. It's just rude.
Spend time with my family. Play with my cuntish friends. Which one of my
I know what Rob would choose.
I know what Rob did choose.
Yeah.
Played Tarkov, didn't we, mate? Yes.
We did.
See, you weren't waiting for shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
we
off.
were.
I mean, sorry, no, we didn't play Tarkov. We sat in Discord chat and waited for you for 4 hours.
I know you played I know you played Tarkov because I was like, oh, they're playing Tarkov, fuck it. I'm gonna
We would have changed, to be fair. We
Yeah.
legitimately said the day before, yes, we will play Fall Guys. And then you went to the fucking beach.
I did warn you. And I said I would be late.
Yeah, late, as in you've turned up tonight.
Are we going to play after this?
I might do. I might go to the beach.
I don't know. But yeah, in gaming news this week, obviously, Fall Guys has been a pretty big hit, but someone else has become an even bigger hit over the last week or so. Well, pretty much since its launch. Tim the Tap Man, I'm sure you guys have seen videos If you haven't, please go check them out because he has had the worst time over the last couple of weeks trying to get at least one win in this game. Has anyone actually watched any footage from Tim the Tatman?
I watched his win.
You watched his win. Yeah, he did actually get one win. What was it, yesterday or the day before? So huge congrats to him, but he's never going to get numbers like that, ever.
Oh, he got he had 300,000 people watching or something, didn't he?
Yeah, because he was raging like a motherfucker. If you watch the clips, people have... It's so good. It's so good.
And then I saw a comment that was like, the best thing to watch from it was his sub count going up after.
Yeah. Yeah, Luke?
So he did all right out of it.
I was just going to point out the fact that Brad is a better Fall Guys player than a professional streamer, apparently.
Yeah.
I've only won once as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got the win first.
You got
and
the
in
win first.
I did.
Far less hours than Tim the Tatman.
Yeah.
And Tim the Tatman was getting helped by Fall Guys development team because they were banning people who were grieving him.
Oh my God.
God.
Twitch even jumped on board to rip him as well. And the Fall Guys Twitter account has been absolutely insane, like roasting him over the past week. It's been absolutely brilliant.
The Fall Guys Twitter account is pretty fucking funny, to be fair.
And they're pretty fucking good as well. I mean, they sold a shit ton of copies of the game. I mean, it was a couple of weeks ago. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember when this was. That was the 11th of August. And they had 2 million copies of the game sold on Steam. So we're on 10 days later. So
is that infographic's 10 days old already?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I remember seeing that and thinking that was impressive. I didn't realize it was 10 days ago. 2 million copies.
Is it
2 million copies?
Is it almost the biggest game ever made yet? Or is it must be getting close?
I wouldn't like to say, but
carry on.
It must be breaking some records. Surely.
Well, let's be honest. All the money they made from that, and they had all the branding. You had KFC chucking in freaking skins for the beans in the game. I'm trying to think who else. You had a lot of people throwing in skins. Hey, how about
Domino's,
this?
I think, didn't they? Burger King.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
Loads of places.
So they could have
not even close to the biggest game, by the way.
Is it not? Okay.
No, Minecraft to date has sold 200 million copies.
Wow. And they've just released a Jurassic World update for that game.
My kids are badgering about that.
That looks really good.
Please keep buy this for me, Daddy.
Not that I know anything about that.
Grand Theft Auto 5, 135 million.
That's not surprising at all. Is Skyrim in that list at all?
I can only see the top 5, and that's a no.
Okay.
Skyrim.
Call of Duty.
There are some Call of Duties in the list, yeah. Not in the top 5.
Division?
Wii Sports is in the top 5 of 83
Really?
million. PUBG is 5th with 70 million.
Wow.
But taking how I'm not saying the publishers cheaped out, but I imagine the game didn't cost that much money to make. I don't expect there's many devs.
But it probably wasn't supposed to be this big, was it?
I don't expect there's a massive team. So when it comes to I know it's obviously not the biggest game, but it might make money. It might make
more money than
records by how much profit they're going to make.
Yeah. And they've got a season pass as well. So, and the season 2, I believe, is getting previewed on the 27th of August, and the stuff that's going to be introduced with that. But yeah, off the back of the fact that they've sold that many copies, they could have earned even more money by adding a shitload of brands to the game, like KFC skins and all the rest of it.
I thought,
and instead they ended up chucking out a bidding war for the brands out there to basically go head to head and put their money where their mouth is, basically, isn't it, Luke?
Yeah, exactly that.
And I don't know who actually hit the highest bid, but they were getting up.
Ninja put him on for 200,000.
Really? I think they were higher than that. I think it was like 410,000.
It was like GE Sports put in quite a big one. Is it GE Sports? Is that what they're called?
G2.
Yeah,
G2.
I'm pretty sure they doubled it.
It's in the game.
'Cause they went from like 40 grand to like 100K.
But it's a charity thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they basically gave it to special effect. And outstanding for them to do that, because they could have just been like, hey, give us the money, we'll put your skin in the game. So at least it's for a good cause. Well done to those boys. And I'm looking forward to our session after the show today. Moving on, there's been rumors of a Mass Effect trilogy coming to PlayStation, PC, Xbox, etc. Brad, do you believe it's going to happen?
I think it'll happen, yeah. I don't see why it wouldn't.
The rumored announcement for that at the minute is October.
What?
I thought it was end of September. It's the remaster of the original trilogy.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the original. Yeah. Are you interested in that, Rob?
No.
I just wonder if it's going to release on N7 Day in November, because that's the rumored release date at the minute.
November 7th.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to leave out the Assassin's Creed stuff because kind of pointless.
No one cares.
But moving on to Atomic Heart, Brad.
Yes.
What do you think of Atomic Heart?
So the first trailer that came out, I thought it looked a bit empty. They didn't show a lot from memory, but this new trailer really sold it.
Yeah.
Like, it looks really good.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Atomic Heart is an adventure first-person shooter in the events of which unfolds in an alternate universe during the high noon of the Soviet Union. The principal character of the game is Special Agent P3, who after an unsuccessful landing on Enterprise 3826 is trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. It's effectively Russian Bioshock or Prey, and it looks fucking awesome. There was a gameplay, there was like a 7-minute gameplay trailer, wasn't there, Rob, or something?
Yeah,
I
it
watched
was
that,
7 minutes.
Yeah, with a really cool boss fight, which looks awesome. And that's pretty much it for game news this week. Is anyone actually going to be buying Atomic Heart when it comes out?
Yes, I will be.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a go.
Luke, did you get a chance to check out the gameplay for it at all?
I didn't, I'm afraid, no.
No, that's fine.
Is it going to be in Russian?
I hope so.
With subtitles?
I hope so, because I'm going to leave this. I'm going to put subtitles on
Yeah, I am as well.
because the gameplay's in Russian.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be used to it anyway because of Tarkov, so you'll be fine. You'll go back to Tarkov and you probably understand what the hell they're saying.
No?
Okay. Next up, we've got filming dates. Basically, they've announced John Wick, not only 4, but John Wick 5 are going to be released in the next few years. Luke, thoughts on John Wick 4 and 5 being announced?
Great. I really enjoyed 3. Well,
Yes.
I really enjoyed all the first 3, to be fair. But yeah, 3 was just, I mean, that opening scene in 3 is just outstanding, to be fair.
So good.
Yeah.
The first half an hour of 3.
Welcome to the movie. This is what we're going to do. And he just beats people up for 20 minutes and then,
Buckle up.
oh, I'm going to talk for a little bit now. It goes back to kicking people in the dick. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's great. I had someone at work be like, "Oh, I've just watched John Wick." I'm like, "Dude, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into."
You know how we talked earlier about Extraction being a movie that you just sit down and chill and take your brain out? John Wick is like literally that on acid.
Does it better?
Does it better? Yeah, definitely. But
Rob.
you don't need to think about what you're doing when you're watching John Wick, do you? It's just literally watch Keanu Reeves kick people in the dick.
And he's good at it. Rob.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought you had something. So
I feel like they might be. Yeah.
do you feel like they're kind of throwing out?
Great.
Sorry. No, I just feel like, oh, these films made money. Let's make more of them.
I'm a little bit worried though
I
because
feel like it might ruin the franchise. Like the third one was gonna piss some people off. There is some bits in that film that I didn't enjoy, like the whole scene with the dogs. It's like, hey, we trained some dogs. Let's
Get
do
the
this.
fuck out.
Yeah, but like
Get the
it was
fuck
just
out.
forced. The dog scene was
Yeah.
forced. I didn't like it. My opinion. Fuck you.
that's fighting talk there, Brad. Come on.
No, that's all I had.
It's like, here's Halle Berry with some dogs.
Right. Okay. But let's be honest. Do you not think it's a little bit weird that they've announced 4 and 5? I mean, apparently they're going to shoot back to back, which makes sense. You
Yeah.
know, Keanu Reeves isn't exactly.
He's a busy man.
He's a very busy man, especially filming Matrix 4 at the minute. And if there's probably potential sequels after that, we'll see. But they've kind of given away, depending what happens with John Wick 5, they've given away the fact that he's going to make it through 4.
Unless one's a prequel showing how he became what he is.
They're going to de-age him.
I don't think you need to.
Well, no, you don't.
Just shave his beard.
him, yeah.
Oh, no.
Cut his hair a little bit, give him a shave, he'd be fine.
Yeah. It's just if it's a
A
continuation.
little bit of
then
CGI
it's kind
touch
of
up,
like-
maybe up
yeah.
to the age.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just
I'm
hope it
looking
ends
for-
in his death.
I think it has to, doesn't it?
I think
Yeah,
it will.
has to be
yeah.
final. Like he has to die, and it has to be epic.
But I think the one thing that kind of made 3 really good was the fact that you're going into it and you're like, this is
You know,
three.
you know
It's-
what to
it's gotta
expect.
be
at
it.
that
This
point.
could be the end. Yeah.
this could be the end. But the problem is now you've got another 2 films. Like, oh, John Wick 4 is definitely on the way, and it's not just 4. There's a 5, and you're like, oh, okay,
Well, I know he's going to survive.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, that might ruin it a little bit.
It's great that we get 2 more movies, but yeah, I agree. It sucks that we know that 4 is just a.
Maybe John Wick 4 will just be him going on holiday.
Yeah, maybe he's there with Bruce Wayne because he goes on holiday at the end, doesn't he? Dark Knight. Anyway, speaking of Batman, look at that segue.
Oh,
The back
on fire
one.
tonight.
The back
Clever.
one.
When did we talk about
Back
Batman?
one.
Oh, Bruce Wayne.
Matt Reeves' Batman is going back into production. It was shooting, I believe, in the UK this year, but apparently due to COVID-19, that they're basically going to move on to like a soundstage and all the rest of it. I don't know if you guys are excited about this or not. I am personally. Is anybody else excited?
Another
excited
Batman
is
movie.
the wrong word, but I'll watch it because it's Batman. This is Robert Pattinson's first Batman movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because Ben Affleck was a truly terrible Batman.
He's coming back.
Apparently he's back.
Awesome.
He's back on board, baby.
How is he back?
Well, that's the news
Back
nobody
in the
wanted,
Flash.
isn't it?
Oh no, motherfucking Michael Keaton's back as well, Rob.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Oh, they're doing. Oh, I know what they're doing. Okay,
Look at that. Dude, he just
I'm on,
came
I'm
in
on
like
board.
2
That's
seconds.
not, if they do that, then I'm on board.
What are they doing?
Can they bring back
Flashpoint?
Val Kilmer, George Clooney, and
No, George Clooney doesn't do films anymore. He's too old.
who's just a coffee advert?
Just alcohol. Yeah.
Who's the really good Batman whose name's completely gone out my head?
Christian Bale?
Thank you. He
Christian
needs to
Bale
come back.
He won't come back.
I know he won't, but I think didn't he say at some point he would only come back and do anything to do with Batman if Christopher Nolan was still involved?
Yeah, and there's no chance.
Not a
he's
chance he's
coming
doing that. Yeah.
back.
Oh, it
I will
depends how
say-
much money they flash in front of his face, I guess.
I will say this. I'm so fucking glad that Christopher Nolan has gone back to sci-fi because there are not enough sci-fi, like decent psychological
he's
like
what he's
sci-fi
good at.
films. Agreed. We'll leave that for another time. Brad, you looking forward to the Batman? Matt
Yeah.
Reeves' Batman.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how he's going to make the role his own.
Oh, Patterson.
I'm interested to see how his voice is because also he's I suppose Bale was British as well, so we'll see.
Is he going to do
Yeah.
a husky voice with his Batman? And then be normal when he's not?
Just a heads up as well, it's the DC fandom event this weekend, and I believe Jim Lee actually put out the artwork that you guys can see on the show notes in a minute. Is effectively, yeah, that is Patterson's costume
It's
done by
great.
Jim Lee.
That's cool.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
very
it
like
is.
noir, like old school Batman.
and the logo's out there as well. I believe in Matt Reeves as well. Matt Reeves put together probably one of the best trilogies that we've seen with Andy Serkis with regards to Planet of the Apes. It's a really fucking good trilogy. At least the second and third one? I know Rise of the Planet of the Apes was okay, but he definitely did the sequels a lot better. just getting cornless look from Rob at the minute. You okay, Rob? Okay. Anyway, speaking of Patterson,
Cedric.
Cedric Diggory.
Oh, we're back. Harry Potter. Here we go.
Well, you would have thought we'd have got Cedric Diggory and Peter Parker himself in a film together, which is Devil All the Time. A trailer was released, I believe, like over the last couple of weeks.
2 British lads playing
Doing a southern accent.
Southern Texans.
So good.
With is it Scandinavian? I don't know what is Bill
Oh,
Skarsgård.
yeah, Bob. Yeah, Bill, not Bob.
Bill Skarsgård. So the guy that
Bob
played
Skarsgård. That's
The guy
such a,
it. Bob Skarsgård.
that's such a good name.
How many more Skarsgårds are there? Because we've
Millions, dude.
4?
Literally.
Is there 4?
Yeah,
If you-
they're
if you
like the
go to-
fucking
if-
Hemsworths.
If you go to Norway and look at a phone book,
You're
Well,
fucked.
yeah.
It's like Smith.
it's like
All
like
right.
Chance in China.
Luke, what did you think of this trailer? Because I don't think, was it you? I can't remember who wasn't sold on this. I don't
That
think
was-
Rob was sold on this
well,
film.
I wasn't sold. It this will probably cover a lot of trailers by what I'm about to say because that's probably the nature of a trailer. But this is definitely one of those movies where they've either literally showed you the best bits of the movie and there's nothing else left, or they've shown you some really good bits of the movie and the rest of the movie is still quite good. This could go either way. It's either going to be terrible or it's going to be really quite
Or-
entertaining.
They've showed you all the bad bits, and the rest of the film's going to be amazing.
No, not a chance.
But no one in their right mind would make a film trailer like
A
that.
bad trailer.
Yeah.
I still don't know what this film's about after watching the trailer.
No, that's
Right,
also
that's
that.
a good. That's a good thing.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'll give a very quick synopsis. There's a town in Ohio. It's basically got neighboring backwoods. There's a couple of sinister characters, an unholy preacher played by Robert Pattinson, a twisted couple, Jason Clarke and Riley Keough, and a crooked sheriff. So we got Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier himself. And
And
then they
Spider-Man.
basically all surrounding Tom Holland as he fights evil forces that threaten him and his family. And it's spanning the time between World War II and the Vietnam War. And Bill Skarsgård, I believe, is playing I think he's playing the dad. They alluded in the trailer to him playing the dad. I think I'm really fucking sold on the trailer. And it's nice to see Tom Holland in a different film other than Spider-Man as well.
I don't know how you're sold on that trailer. It was
I like weird shit. So to me, it looks weird. Like, not weird, but it's, I don't know.
it doesn't
just kind
sell
of
the
got-
film very well, but I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. I 100% think it's going to be a great film. Purely
I
because
hope
of
it's
the
be-
acting
yeah,
chops.
It's got a good cast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
the
cast.
acting
It's-
chops is going to be good.
It's a very, very good cast. Yeah, I'll agree with that comment.
I don't want to say it's like Old Country for, is it Old Country for
No Country for Old
No
Men.
Country. It kind of has that kind of vibe. Like that kind of, I don't know. It's just,
They're all
maybe
from
it's just like the
South America,
time and
Southern drawl.
place. Yeah. Like Lawless and that. Reminds me of Lawless as well.
Does remind me of Lawless too. And
Yeah.
I'm hoping Jason Clarke gets a decent role in it because he was very good in Lawless.
Mm.
He's
It
got-
looks really good.
I mentioned it to you guys in chat. He's got one of those really evil smiles where he's trying to look like he's enjoying himself, but he just looks like a sinister, murderous asshole. That, yeah, you two are doing a great impression, by the way, Brad and Rob. That's stop it. Thank you.
But I think it's out very soon. I think it's like big. It's either next week or beginning of September. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Netflix film as well, right?
Yeah, so we can all watch
Is it
it.
going to be better or worse than Old God then?
Better.
That we will
Yeah.
discuss next episode.
No, it might be the episode after.
Well done on not saying next week, Rob.
Yeah,
Thank you.
even I didn't say that this week yet.
You just
I think it's gonna be better. But
sweet.
uh, Brad, thoughts on the trailer? Did you enjoy it?
I like what they showed, but like I said, I don't really know what's going on. But I guess that gives me a reason to want to watch it, so I will probably watch it.
Did you watch the? No, I don't want to talk about that in this episode. It's fine. Let's carry I don't want to mention the words, so I'll get evils. That's fine. It's what outside my window. It's
Yep, I got it.
Yep, you got it. Moving on to TV news. Did everybody watch the trailer for Ratchet?
Yes.
Yes.
Ratchet.
That looks good.
This
does look good.
This looks amazing.
Brad, do you want to give us a bit of an idea behind the trailer for this one?
So, I believe it's based on the fictional character from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
The nurse.
Correct.
And so basically she goes to a mental asylum and she just starts doing horrible shit to the patients.
And it's the woman from American Horror Story, isn't
Correct.
it?
Yes. I think
she's a great actress.
Sarah Paulson.
That's her, yeah.
Is that her name?
She's really
Isn't it
good.
one of the writers or one of the directors or something as well, Mike? It's got the trailer's got a very, very American horror.
Yes, it has.
Stories
It could
feel
be
to
like it just could be an extra season, couldn't it?
It's the guy behind American Horror Story that I
Yeah.
cannot remember off the top of my
Is
head.
it Ryan Murphy? Is that the guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done. Brian Murphy. Yeah, he created it. So it basically, this is the shit that they used to do to people in the old days when they thought they were fucking insane and they probably
Also,
had
like lobotomize people and stuff.
yes, when they had like mental problems and shit like that, and they're like, oh, cool, we're gonna fucking lobotomize you.
We're
Or
gonna
if you've got
stick a nail into your eye.
autism, they're gonna, they used to think autistic people,
Demons.
and then they do weird ass shit to them. So this was their way of dealing with it, and it looks pretty fucking good. But I'm surprised you like the look of it, Rob, because it's kind of horror at the same time. Psychological horror, isn't it?
I would go with it's more gore than horror in Rob's defense, but I mean it's a fine
still
line.
horror, though.
Yeah, it's a fine line.
It's not a film either.
True.
I also like that they've dressed it up as this bright, colourful, like this all like they're all it looks real nice, and then it's this horrible thing going on.
Yeah.
It's like quite a nice, or not nice, quite a good contrast.
Yeah, like the what do they call it? The color grading of it is very kind of like bright and colorful, but there's all this like creepy shit going on where they're
she's like, I'm a nurse, I'm doing the best I can do.
Yeah.
Stab.
And then there's a bit in the trailer where there's a bit in the trailer where she's like, oh, I'm just what are you gonna do about it?
I know the bit.
What are you gonna do about it? And then she's like, I'm just thinking of all the things I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah,
about
that
it.
bit's so good.
It's so good.
So I'm gonna be honest, this is my horror brain talking. I hope she's fucking dead. I'm just saying that. Because that's the sort, like, I'm watching Relic and the whole time I'm going, fucking do it. Fucking do it. And I'm like, yes. Because I like films that don't make the obvious choice. Basically, I start rooting for the villain. I know it's kind of weird, but there we go.
That says a lot about you, mate.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Moving on from one fucked up TV program to another fucked up TV program. I'm going to leave this one, another one to Brad. Brad, what is the next TV program?
Oh, 2 in a row. Raised by Wolves.
By not only himself, the legend that
Ridley
is
Scott.
Rab himself.
So it's either going to be great or terrible.
No, the trailer looks good. It looks.
It does. The trailer looks really
like
good.
they spent a lot of money.
This looks like an intro to Prometheus. This could literally be in my head a spin-off, and I would not be surprised if it's part of the Alien universe.
Yeah.
I know it's probably not at all, but
No, I reckon knowing Ridley Scott, it probably fucking is.
well, one, it's got fucking androids in it.
Yep.
And he likes his fucking androids, and androids killing shit because of Prometheus 2, which I cannot remember the fucking name of the Covenant.
Alien Covenant.
Yep, that's the one.
Prometheus.
Well, that's what it was called
You're right,
before
yeah,
anyone knew the title. But yeah, it's basically 2 androids are tasked with raising human children on a mysterious planet. As the human colony threatens to be torn apart by religious differences, the androids learn that controlling the beliefs of humans is a treacherous and difficult task. I think it's definitely going to be interesting. Is everyone interested in watching this, Luke?
I am. The problem I've got is it's on HBO Max. But I would like to watch it. It does the trailer really sells it quite well. But I get that that's the point of a trailer, but they do a great job.
I feel like the trailer might have given away too much, but other than that, it's going to be good.
It looks beautiful as well.
I'm hoping there's more twists than what the trailer is giving away.
Yeah, me too.
What was that one we talked about 2 weeks ago? That's the TV show. It's like a sci-fi one.
The Isaac Asimov Foundation.
Foundation, yeah. It doesn't look similar to that, but it looks as good as that, like CGI and effects wise.
Yes.
I do feel like sci-fi is really kind of picking up on TV at the minute. I think that's the place for these things to go. I don't know. I don't think cinema is necessarily.
I think it's good to be able to span like a complex world and characters over 10 hours as opposed to a 2-hour film.
Or what was it? 26 hours for the word we cannot talk about, but there we go. But yeah, I'm very interested in it. It's Ridley Scott at the end of the day. It's the creative Alien.
So like I said, it'll be really good or really bad because he doesn't really do in the middle.
Yeah. And I guess we kind of have to top it off with this week's Shire news.
As long as you're quick, because I want to talk about music and we're running out of time.
Yep, that's fine.
We got like a few minutes.
That's fine. Are we allowed a little bit of overtime? I don't think we actually went into overtime last week. I think we were good last week.
I mean, we've got 2 OTs banked up.
Yeah? I don't know. That's up to Luke. Anyway, this week's
adjudicator.
Shire news. Apparently, take this with a huge pinch of salt, but apparently Marvel Studios are looking at Shia LaBeouf as the front runner for a huge role in the next X-Men. Now, like I said, this is rumor mill talk. Take it with a huge pinch of salt. But let's be honest, like, he's on the rise. He did Peanut Butter Falcon. He did Honey Boy. His acting, he's sorted his shit out, apparently, and he's kind of back on top.
What character would you say he was going to play?
They sent Iceman.
No, you just said that Shia LaBeouf has got his shit together.
Apart from
Still
Taxman.
Nutcase.
He just had a massive chest tattoo done in real life for a movie role.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean.
I said to Mike, he's going to go on set and stand in a freezer for 2 hours.
Or he's going to send freezers to people, Jared Leto style. You can have a mini fridge.
Iceman, though, he's not a big character.
See,
it depends what they're going to do, though,
I
doesn't
feel
it?
like he might be...
Depends who they're going to have.
Aren't all the big characters in the Marvel Universe gone already, though?
No, there's one that I'm thinking of that he could do.
Go for it.
is it like that?
The guy that plays cards.
Oh, no.
Oh, yay, good. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Is that film still going ahead, or did it get cancelled?
No, that's got cancelled, dude. Gambit.
You're talking about Gambit.
Yeah.
I loved Gambit.
I feel like
the cartoon in that.
That would be... Because the rest of them aren't like that big. Like Iceman, nah.
There's only one other character that I can think of that I can see him playing. There's no way in hell, right, he's playing Cyclops.
Although,
right?
oh no.
You could probably do Wolverine.
It could be a really obscure character because it's fucking Shia LaBeouf and he'll be... He likes the obscure.
The only other thing you haven't thought of is if it's a reboot of something.
Well, it will be. They will not be. Marvel's not going to...
When was the last time Iceman was in an X-Men film? Was it the first one? The original one?
Yeah. It's played by the same guy who... He's a twin, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
He was in Smallville.
What's his name? Can't remember his name.
He was
the guy that's in The Following with Kevin Bacon. He was his partner or something in The Following. No, he was in... wasn't he in Days of Future Past last? Or Apocalypse? I can't remember which one.
Oh, I haven't seen
it. I'm pretty sure he was in Days of Future Past last. But what are you going to do if they turn around and say he's Wolverine?
No, that won't happen.
You don't reckon?
No.
Everyone's been complaining for years that bloody Hugh Jackman's too tall to be Shia LaBeouf. Shia
Well, obviously.
Wolverine.
I mean, yeah, he's got the right height for it, but he's not the right build. He'd have to freaking.
It's Marvel, dude. They do it to
They'd
all their
have
actors,
to
man.
bulk him out.
Kumail Nanjiani is fucking buff now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with Shia LaBeouf?
Because it's like standard Marvel
It's in his name, Rob.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
He's gonna
He'll
get
be fine.
LaBeouf.
He's gonna Gyllenhaal it in
For the
fucking
role.
Southport. That's
No,
what he's gonna do.
I mean, I'm trying to think of other
if-
X-Men that he could be, but
Other than Christian Bale, I think Shia LaBeouf is
Sabretooth?
literally the next like method actor that you could think of. Like, who gets a tattoo for a movie role? Like, really? Like, maybe a small one on like your wrist or something, but full chest.
Full chest.
Fuck. So yeah, if you need somebody to get buff, I think Shia could do it. But what do I know?
No, I agree. I don't know. I was like, nah, he can't be Wolverine. But why not? I can't think of anyone else at the minute that could.
Tom Hardy.
Nah. He's playing Venom, dude. Same universe, apparently, according to Sony, but it's not. According to Marvel, but we'll leave that down to them. Can't wait for the sequel to that.
Hey, I enjoyed Venom. Leave it alone. See? Another movie I liked that nobody else did.
I like Venom as well. Yeah.
I like Venom if it was made back in 2008
Yeah.
or 2003. When did Spider-Man 3 come out? Because I know talking about this with somebody at work the other day, and we were basically saying like, you look at Venom and it's literally it's a superhero movie, whereas a lot of like the superhero movies that we deal with like or we get today, they are like Winter Soldier. It's an espionage film with superheroes in it. Do you know what I mean? They're like a different kind of genre of film but yeah, Venom kind of feels like a leftover film from the Maguire days, but there we go. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but hey, hopefully on the next episode we'll have some more Shia LaBeouf news.
So I'm just looking at all the X-Men characters he could be. There's Blob, Sebastian Shaw. He could be Sebastian Shaw.
What about Toad?
No,
No?
I didn't even think about a Toad. Yeah, it could be Toad. When was the last time we saw Toad? What? Fucking X-Men
Warren
2?
That was in the
Worthington,
old
the
ones.
guy Angel, basically. He could be Angel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he could do that.
What's he gonna do? Grow wings?
Yeah.
Yeah. I murdered this pigeon for this role.
I've stuck this pigeon's wings to my back.
Havoc. He could be Havoc.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could do Havoc.
Oh, what was Xavier's brother called?
Eric.
Uh,
Magneto.
No, that's not his brother. Oh, fuck. Vinnie Jones played him.
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
He's way too small to be Juggernaut.
Right, let's get it. Let's wind down now.
You need the Mountain from Game of Thrones to play Juggernaut, surely.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pass this one over to you, Luke.
What, for the music chat?
Yeah.
Let's go. So yeah, two bands that I know me and Brad love. One that I know Mike loves, and I don't know if he really likes the other one. And apparently Rob doesn't listen to
Rob
music.
doesn't probably like both.
Deftones and London Grammar both released new tracks in the last couple of days, which I am completely on board for. Because they're like completely different ends of the spectrum, but they're both amazing. So
Agreed. But I haven't listened to London Grammar's new song yet. I'm going to listen to it.
Deftones
or
track
something.
is called Ohms, which is also the name of their new album. And
Oh,
the
yes.
London Grammar track is called Baby It's You, and they have not yet announced the name of their new album.
I'm going to be honest, I can't believe it's been 4 years since Deftones and Gore came out. Like that.
Well, it would have been out, wouldn't it, if it wasn't for COVID?
If it wasn't for those pesky kids.
It
Yeah.
wasn't for this pesky germs.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing just kind of came out of nowhere. They're like, here's a fucking single and the album's out next month, which is brilliant, rather than being like, oh, it's out like 6 months to a year's
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really on board with
You'd
that.
think a band as big as
And it's a good
Deftones would
track.
get shit like that leaked somewhere along the line, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've kind of known they've been working on it for a while, but they kind of said alongside that they're going to be re-releasing the original album, not the original album. There's a 28
White Pony.
Yeah, they're re-releasing White Pony 20th anniversary edition, and there's going to be a remixed version called Black Stallion, which is kind of cool, but there's no release date for that. I'll let you guys talk about London Grammar though, because you guys are kind of on board with that. What do you think of the new single, I guess?
I haven't heard it yet, so Luke.
Oh wow, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, is it like what you would expect from them?
Yes.
So for anyone who doesn't know, they're a 3-piece with a female vocalist and a guitarist and a drummer, maybe, and it's very slow music, but her voice is just ridiculous.
She's classically trained, isn't she? So
yeah,
it's Hannah, isn't it? Her name.
I saw them live and they were incredible.
Interesting little tidbit. They formed at Nottingham University, which is my local university.
Nice.
But yeah, that's the interesting fact I've got about London Grammar. I'm really jealous that you've seen them live as well, by the way.
Yeah, they were like, it's the strangest concert I've ever been to, because it was literally just watch the band and listen.
Yeah.
But it was
like
great.
sitting in a jazz bar or something. You're just there nursing a cocktail or something, watching a band play. But yeah, I'd be on board for that, definitely.
With regards to Deftones, I was just going to say, I'm just glad there's people still making or putting out music at the minute, because with regards to like the rock kind of industry at the minute, there's nothing. The last decent kind of there's a few things, but I think the last mainstream rock track that got put out was Parasite Eve by Bring the Horizon. I haven't got my phone here with me, but like there's definitely some other tracks, but it's nice. I'm just glad to see Deftones back, to be honest, man.
Depends what you class as mainstream rock. Like stuff that gets on the radio or stuff that doesn't?
Not necessarily stuff that gets on the radio, but stuff that is just
bands that are well liked within that community.
Yeah, bands that are well known. Because for example, like Moss to Flame, no one's going to have heard of them. They've got a new track out. You've got Picturesque, you've got Volumes. Spencer Sotelo, just from the lead singer of Periphery's, just put out a new track called Cosmic Meltdown from his new freaking, like the dude's got like 12 side projects. King Mothership is this one. Trying to think. Can't remember the fucking name.
Do you guys give a monkeys about Biffy Clyro?
No.
Not really.
Any?
I don't mind some of their songs, but
I know they've just got a new album out.
Yeah. I listened to that over the weekend. That was pretty decent. It's,
apparently people are already pissed about it though, aren't they?
I don't know. It's pretty much bog standard Biffy Clyro. Pretty much riff heavy and then bit of Scottish singing over the top of it. It's exactly what you'd expect from Biffy Clyro.
The sketchy thing with Biffy Clyro was the fact that
easy of you to say.
Apparently not. What was it? Fucking. I think like you hear all the radio tracks and obviously everyone sings along, but they used to be a lot heavier.
Yeah, I've seen Biffy Clyro about 8 times, and not once did I go specifically to see Biffy Clyro. Like they supported everybody that I ever went to see, and they were like super heavy to start with, and then they just thought, oh well, maybe now we should make some money. And just came out with like really melodic riffs that the radio loved.
They're a bit like Foo Fighters. Like they sound mellow on the radio, but then when you go and see them, they're heavy as shit.
Yeah, Foo Fighters are great live.
I think the one song I really like was That Golden Rule.
Yep,
that's a really good song. That was quite a heavy one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate on bands. I think I'm definitely like nowadays opening up to very different types of music. So I'll have to check it out. But Deftones' new track,
very good.
Very good.
The verse is really groovy for them, I think.
It's very good, but it's very chilled out. I will say that.
For a Deftones track, it's very chilled out. Yeah.
For the first single,
the lead singer still sound like he's whining?
No, not at all. I didn't think he did.
No,
I mean it's kind of his voice, but it's not.
You still wouldn't like it though.
No, it's fucking.
It's not like it's not like back to school type whining though, is it? Because that was very very whiny voice, but
then back to school's quite upbeat. I would have said.
Yeah, I just meant the tone of his voice, not necessarily the tone of his lyrics, just the constant, like, on a track like Back to School, his voice doesn't really change tone, does it? It's just me all the way through, whereas this one,
whining,
he's quite, like you said, quite upbeat for a Deftones track. But again, if you don't like Deftones, you probably won't like it. Cause
no, you won't. You won't.
Brad, are you looking forward to hopefully hearing some heavy tracks on this new album?
Yes. They said it's going to be heavier than Gore, so we will see.
Really? Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I
can't remember his name. They got someone else or one of the old people back to produce it. I think Terry
McGinnis.
Pratchett.
No. Yeah, Terry.
When they re-announce their tour dates, can we go?
Yes.
Please. Yes.
I will go. Yeah.
We'll drag Rob.
Yeah. Rob, just come for a night out on the
Rob can drive us.
You can bring your PC and you can play Tarkov
in the crowd. That would be so
cool. Pay me.
You can get batshit drunk. How about that?
No, you would have to pay me.
Fine. You stay at home with You might have twins by then anyway. You might not be allowed to come.
Yeah.
Please take me for a night of whining. I get enough at home.
Yeah. You'd be begging for that whining. It's just a different type of whining at that point, I guess.
Right, let's wrap this shit up.
Before we go, I just want to give one recommendation. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's pretty good.
I thought you didn't watch reviews or anything.
No, I don't. But
you've heard it's pretty good.
I heard it's pretty good. I'm looking at the synopsis at the minute. It's 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I'm.
Oh yeah, you look at numbers. I forgot.
Yeah, I look at numbers, not words. I can't read.
My mum says that's really.
The trailer looks really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on board with it. It feels like it's going to kind of do what Watchmen did. Watchmen.
Did you say the name?
Lovecraft Country. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. If you don't know what it is, it's basically about a man that sets out on a road trip across a racially segregated America at the time to look for his father. However, he faces lethal challenges in his quest. Now, those of you that don't know, Lovecraft was, it's got like odes of H.P. Lovecraft. He was a writer and wrote monster fiction back in the day.
If you're a fan of Supernatural,
yes,
then you'll like this, I guess.
It really is that what has been said?
Supernatural is based on Lovecraft books.
Really?
Yeah. There's lots of Lovecraft like elements to Supernatural.
Sure, it wasn't based on Love Shack.
Love Shack? No.
Okay.
Very good.
But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm going to check it out soon. Anyway, Luke.
In chronological order, these.
Can I have a guess?
No, wait. The 6 movies that have been nominated for Best Picture that are horror movies are
Titanic.
Wrong. The Exorcist, Jaws 1, Silence of the Lambs, Sixth Sense, Black Swan. Apparently that's a horror movie. And Get Out.
Pick me.
Apparently Brad knows the answer, so I'd like to ignore Brad for the time being. Yes.
Get Out.
Pick me.
It's not a horror movie.
Wait. Yes. No,
Get Out is definitely a horror movie.
It's a psychological horror film.
The one that I didn't really think was a horror movie was Black Swan, but I don't.
Oh no, that is, dude. Have you not seen that?
Yes, I've seen it.
Jaws was a horror film.
I like Black Swan. That's a really good film.
Jaws isn't really a horror film. It's a family film. According to Rob, I mean, I'm only going by leave of Rob.
Kill a shark eating people. What do you want it to be?
It's a Sunday afternoon watching.
Right. Anybody but Brad take a guess as to the winner from those 6.
Black Swan.
Wrong.
Exorcist.
Wrong. Brad.
Silence of the Lambs.
Correct.
Oh, that's kind of a lead-in from your last question, isn't it? Because you were like, I don't know if Silence of the Lambs.
No, it wasn't actually.
I only know because I've seen it. I haven't actually seen the film. I saw a list and it was on it.
I've seen all of those actually, as it happens. But, yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much. I guess And we'll
Cheers.
end it there.
Are we all empty?
Yeah,
Cheers, guys.
My beer's empty and I'm really desperate for a piss. So,
Yeah, me too.
bye everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye.